Bienvenue dans Les Experts de Marrakech, le podcast qui explore le cœur battant de notre cité ocre. Je suis Luigi, tombé sous le charme de cette ville envoûtante, une ville qui m'a accueilli avec une générosité débordante. Chaque jour, je suis inspiré par les talents incroyables de Marrakech, ces Marrakechis qui m'ont ouvert leurs bras et partagé leur passion, transformant ainsi mon admiration en un amour infini. J'ai donc décidé de mettre à l'honneur ces artisans de l'excellence, car ce sont eux les véritables âmes de Marrakech. Aujourd'hui, j'ai le plaisir d'accueillir Madame Fatima Zahira, spécialiste du tourisme. Madame Zahira est la directrice de l'agence de voyage Elle, Travel, qu'elle a fondée avec son mari, Nabil. Et elle travaille dans le secteur du tourisme depuis 13 ans. Et c'est une véritable passionnée du tourisme. Alors, cet épisode sera en anglais, mais on va faire des traductions en français. Donc, hello Zahira.
Thank you, Luigi. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for having me and to share, my point of view about travel industry in Marrakech specifically.
Thank you so much. So the first question is, can you quickly present yourself and present your company?
My name is Fatima Zohra Ben Hnia. I am the managing director of Wild Travel, a local travel agency founded by me and my husband Nabil Boraz. I am a licensed and insured travel agent with 13 years of experience in travel planning and creating and founding Wild Travel DMC is a dream coming true for me with since I was a kid. I have also done education as a travel agent and in tourism. So having the opportunity to live in my dream and inspire other Moroccan women and girls to pursue their dreams, especially in a country like Morocco, that's a huge achievement and satisfaction for me.
Very great. Can you explain us what is exactly responsible tourism and why markets such as Marrakech is a great destination for this type of travel?
Well, as we all know that travel has many positive impacts on the local destinations, but at the same time, this can lead to negative impacts as it can put pressure on the touristic destinations, like socially, economically, environmentally, and culturally. And responsible travel was developed to help minimizing these negative impacts on local culture, environment, and local communities, while maximizing the benefits and the advantages of these elements. And some of the most important key where we can see that responsible travel is represented is in empowering local communities and sharing benefits, which can include hiring local guides, local staff, purchasing goods and services from locally owned businesses. Also, we can see responsible travel represented in environmental sustainability, which provides practices that includes reducing carbon emission, conserving water, energy, minimizing the waste of generation, and also protecting biodiversity and wildlife. Also, we can see that responsible travel advocates for fair trade and ethical practices, which advocate for fair and ethical treatment of workers, including fair wages, including safe and good working conditions, and respecting to the labor rights, as well promotes for ensuring the fair trade of local suppliers and partners to receive fair prices for their services and goods. We can also, by responsible travel, educate our travelers to learn and respect the local places they visit, as well to know how to responsibly use the natural resources of a local destination, and as well to implement and have the best practices to travel responsibly in a local destination as well. And this is like why responsible travel is very important for us as a travel company, because we can do a lot of more in helping our local communities and our local countries by implementing and promoting for sustainable tourism practices. And because it does encourage innovation in sustainable tourism practices. As well, it does support businesses that are to be eco-certified businesses and learn more about how to be a force of good for their local communities.
It's quite interesting because a lot of people think that responsible tourism is just in the acts of green and environment, but it's going really far beyond.
Yeah, they think that it's all about like environment, reducing like and conservation of natural resources, but it can have a huge impact, like economically, socially, culturally. And for your other part of the second part of your questions about like why Marrakech is like a great place or ideal place for travel, responsible travel, and also like to travel in Morocco. Like personally, I think Marrakech is the perfect getaway for adventure and outdoors experiences, and that because it's 2 hours drive from the mountains, 1 hour drive from Agafay Desert, 4 hours drives from Essaouira, the beautiful Essaouira city. And this allows to travel companies to create rich and different experiences for travelers who are interested to do active experiences, to do cultural experiences, to do historical experiences. So it's very important for travelers who especially have short trips and they don't want to spend long drives going to the north of Morocco or to the desert like in the south, that staying in Marrakech still give them access to experience many highlights of Morocco. And another thing about what makes Marrakech is a great destination for responsible travel is that the community here has a strong sense of community engagement. So local people here are like very welcoming to visitors. And they are eager, to share their traditions and customs with travelers. And another thing I think about Marrakech is it's like mini Morocco in Marrakech. You have people travel industry is a very important industry in the economy of the city and as well local people. So you would find people from all around Morocco working in Marrakech. And that gives access to travelers to interact with different people from really, really different cultures and different backgrounds, which gives access to a deep appreciation of local culture for the travelers. And as well, let's not forget, Marrakech is like a mixed, combined destination between two worlds, like the traditional world and also the modern world. So it's an imperial city, but in the same time, you would have access to some fine dining experiences, like luxury, boutique, amazing riads, and as well access to its rich culture in terms the food, the history, the local souks, the monuments. So it's a rich overall experience in general for travelers who visit Marrakech.
Quite interesting, and that leads me to my next question. What is the different action that your agency take to promote responsible tourism?
One of the So, as well travel, we are a travel company that it is specialized in active travel, and this is for because we are passionate about active travel, and also because active travel is one of the best form of travel to discover responsibly a destination, and we believe that with creating low impact experiences such as hiking, trekking, kayaking, yoga retreats, and outdoor activities, it gives the opportunity to travelers to discover off-beaten track communities, non-touristic villages, and to really explore a deep local culture, and in the same time supporting local communities in unprivileged places and creating job opportunities for people like in remote places and non-touristic places. And also it means a low carbon footprint as well when you do active travel, and at the same time going out of your zone of comfort, interacting with local people that you would not normally meet in a classical trip as well. It's just kind of a transformative travel experience. We believe that active travel can be. The other impacts that our travel agency can have that contribute in the promoting of responsible travel in Morocco and in Marrakech particularly, we support local communities. We only hire local guides, local staff. We have our travelers stays at locally owned accommodations, eat at locally owned restaurants, and this helps in improving the livelihood of local people and in the same time preserving the local culture and heritage of our country. The other things that as well we do is like we are always in the search of working with ethical suppliers who are prioritizing and committed to treat their staff fairly and respectfully and responsibly, which lead us as well to work with eco-friendly accommodations. So like we prioritize working with accommodations that promote or try to implement sustainable tourism practices in their businesses, like eco lodges, hotels with a green certifications, and as well we try to educate our travelers when they book trip with us. Like we give them informations and pre-trip informations about how they can responsibly travel in Morocco, and we encourage them not to use single-use plastics. For example, like we give them or we encourage them to buy like a responsible travel bag instead of like using plastic bags, as well to bring their reusable bottle of water instead of like buying each day plastic bottle of waters. And also we give them information about like the cultural sensitivities in Morocco, so they can travel respecting the local community, like what to dress, where to dress, and like dress code like that can be applied in some places in Morocco. So like there are really many sustainable tourism informations and practices that as well we try to give to our travelers to just be aware about like making responsible choices during the trip in Morocco.
It is really interesting to talk about this impact through the local community, and there is also like economic impact.
Yes, so like when so for example, when you are using the services of a locally owned travel agency, and that local travel agency, for example, like White Travel, like that prioritize working with local people and locally owned businesses, like the traveler is directly contributing to the local economy, because everyone involved within the process will have a better livelihood and a good well-being. And also within this process, when working with a locally owned business, you are contributing to have the money stay within the country. So like the generated revenue, it will stay with the country. So like, which it is a very important thing, because that is very important way to help the local economy to grow and to stay stable. So just an example, for example, there are like two kind of travel companies. A travel company which it is like locally owned and operates in Morocco, or a company that it is like owned by an international travel company and exists in Morocco. So like the impact of traveling with the locally 100% locally owned company within Morocco, the impact will be 100%, because the local owned company will be using the local services, like, and doing their best to have the money stay within the country. For the other company, it will be, the impact will be 50%, because the profits that company generated, it will be invested outside of Morocco. So this is one of the most important things that now travelers want to support locally owned businesses, exactly to use the local expertise and as well to have the money stay within the country.
Really nice. And can you share with us an example of unique experience or trip that you provide to the travelers?
Well, there are really many experiences that are like the purpose for them is like to give access to travelers to experience a rich and unique, exclusive experience, and in the same time to support local people. So there is an experience that was created specifically to support homestay moms in Marrakech and in other parts of Morocco as well. Is that we have our travelers go to a local house of a woman, and she will be preparing for them a home-cooked meal and sharing their house with them and her story with them. And in the same time, the traveler would have access to a real experience of Moroccan culture, Moroccan food, and interacting with a real Moroccan person who is trying to support for her family and improve her livelihood by receiving travelers in her house. And also there are other examples like supporting non-profit associations that empower local women and girls to learn culinary skills, and like we support them by like sending, like having them creating cooking classes, for example, for our travelers. So in that way, we support them like economically, and for the other part, our travelers get access to interact with some amazing local women.
Very nice. You know that tourism here in Marrakech, but also in all the country, is really something that getting bigger and bigger day by day. There is a lot of travel company. Some of them also try to position themselves as responsible. How can you add value to your company? How can you differentiate yourself from the other? How do you do this?
Well, first of all, we are 100% locally owned company. So me and my husband are the founder of Wild Travel, and I am the managing director of Wild Travel. And we have our own transportation company as well, which gives us access to control the quality and as well to have competitive rates while still fairly compensating our staff and responsibly treating them. As well, we are a company that it is specialized in active travel, which we believe that it is to to attract like-minded people who are interested about discovering Morocco on an active mode, but still giving back to the local community and traveling responsibly. And we also we try to work with suppliers and partners who prioritize promoting for responsible travel, and also we advocate for paying for fair wages to everyone involved within the tourism supply chain. And currently we are in the process of the certification with Travel Life to reflect our commitment of responsible travel. And it's very important for us as a travel company which promotes for responsible travel to assess our strengths and our areas of improvement. Because we believe that as we can be improved in our sustainable tourism practices, the greater positive impact we can have towards our local communities and our country. And I think as a Moroccan company, like, this is the least we can do towards our local people and the country. And responsible travel is an ongoing journey of learning, like, and also there are some amazing companies like everywhere. And also Morocco started to do some really great work in advocating for responsible travel in the country. So the other thing that I think is very important for us as a travel company is that we keep educating our travelers and people how they can still, like, have fun, have a great experiences, and forge an unforgettable memories, but still like giving to the local communities, and like either like environmentally, culturally, or economically. And as we say, like, caring is sharing. So definitely this is one of the principles for us, and as a American company, this is one of our main mission to use our services and our voices to promote for responsible travel in Morocco, and specifically Marrakech.
Thank you so much. And as you say, sharing is caring, or caring is sharing.
I think caring is sharing.
Caring is sharing.
Yeah, this is what caring is sharing.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Et puis, je suis vraiment très content d'avoir eu toutes ces informations. Souvent, et je le dis en français parce que voilà, souvent les personnes se trompent sur qu'est-ce qu'un voyage responsable, pensent que faire de l'écotourisme ou du tourisme responsable se limite à l'aspect environnemental. Mais j'ai beaucoup appris aujourd'hui sur cet impact qu'il y a au niveau des communautés locales. Et je pense que ça, c'est quelque chose qui est hyper important pour ne pas dénaturer aussi la ville et le pays par le tourisme. Merci beaucoup à toi.
Thank you, Luigi, and thank you for having me. I hope our audience enjoyed the time listening to me.
I'm sure they enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.